Oh, it's a hot one. It's a big one in the Euros tonight. It is Three Lions time. England versus Slovenia. And given what has just happened in the Netherlands, Austria, France group, and what's about to happen to the draw over the next couple of days, a huge game for England. They have to win this. And we now know, when we'll look at the draw, but in the round of 16, the quarters and the semis, if England win tonight, they will not face France, Portugal, Spain, or Germany, all potentially on the other side if England can get the job done. Big welcome, everybody. First things first, it is boiling hot here today where I am. The fan is on. I apologise. I can see a bloody flyer's got in here as well, which is going to be fun and games during the stream. But what we're going to do, we're committed and we're up and running now. So we're just going to have to roll with it in the boiling hot temperatures here today. We've been complaining if it was too cold. There he goes. I'm going to have to ignore that irritating little creature. Let's say some hellos to Ewan, to Liam, 28 degrees. Jesus Christ. Shaney. Time to really show the people why people need to be afraid. Let's hope so. Ashley, welcome. JC, Jay, Dave, and here, please effing win. In the words of Brian Clough, just win. Just win for goodness sake. Ian, no beer 52 left. Plenty over there, Ian. You've almost got me off my first plug there. Jay, welcome to you. We'll go into the lineups in just a jiffy. Let's just give ourselves the first opportunity. We'll say hello to Dylan as well in the chat to do a like spike tonight. How many have we got so far on the likes? Let's see what we can boost this by. 13 likes. Let's see if we can get up to 25. Just got to say thank you for that lovely comment from Ali in there in the chat. Right, you got 20 seconds. Hit the heart on TikTok as well. It's time for a like spike to start things off. Away you go. 20 seconds to hit that thumbs up button. Leave the door open to get the heat out, and yeah, that fly is going to annoy the hell out of me, but there you go. We'll get into the lineups in just a sec. Thank you everybody for your support on the like spike. Very, very greatly appreciate it. We'll do a few more hellos here. Alistair, welcome to you. Porcupine, welcome to you with your 3 lions. Ian, Nigel, I think I've said hello to everybody who's said hello to me in the chat. Polite to a fault, me. Let's have a look at these results. Since I last saw you, I took the day off yesterday. Imagine that, hey? So, last night, Albania 0, Spain 1, Croatia 1, Italy 1. Today, France 1, Poland 1. Strange, France, well, imagine the reaction in France, given the amount of points they've got in their group. A win and 2 draws for the French. Netherlands 3, Austria 2. And we got to say, take about Austria. Let me know if you agree with me. The team of the group phases, Austria there, winning a group with Netherlands and France in. That is tremendous work from the Austrians. And look at this damn draw now. So I did my predictions with everybody, all the big guns getting to the semi-finals. These 4 teams, France, Germany, Spain, I think, Portugal I had in there. I don't think I had the Germans getting into the semi-finals, and they look really good. But anyway, look at this draw now. Look over on the left-hand side. Spain, Germany, Portugal, France. It is now an objective fact that only one of those teams, Spain, Germany, France, Portugal, can get to the final, right? Only one of those is making the final. The other finalist is coming from the other side of the draw. That's just the way it's fallen. You can see Italy, Switzerland, you can see Austria in there. What we're looking at for England is the 1C down there. England obviously in Group C. If England were to finish second in this group and mess this up, not only would they go into the horrible side of the draw, well, look, anywhere you drop into that side of the draw, you're playing someone good. They would. Look over there. Can you see the 2C? 29th of June, Germany versus 2C. How about that? So look, once again for Mr. Southgate, the draw has opened up, hasn't it? We don't know entirely what's going to be happening until tomorrow night in terms of the third place. One thing I should raise is the possibility that the Netherlands, I know they've lost to Austria, but they're still the Netherlands. They have finished third in Group D. And have a look next to 1C on the right-hand side there. You could get England versus Netherlands, England versus Italy to get to the semi-finals. So we can talk about the draw opening up. Could be Netherlands and Italy to get to the semis, and then it's pretty much nailed on the final is going to be one of, and I'll eat my hat, clip that one out, if it's not, excuse me, one of those four teams, Spain, Germany, Portugal, France. So if England are winning the Euros, I know a lot of you have given up hope after the last couple of games. If England are winning the Euros, they may have to beat Italy, Netherlands, Italy. Don't know about the semi-final yet. But look, bad teams don't get the semi-final, do they? And then one of those big four in the final. We've got a poll going, by the way, in the live chat. How can I look at it? I can't see it. Where's my poll? Can anyone see my poll in the live chat? I'm sure I managed to set one up properly. Let me know if you can see the poll in the live chat. Annoyingly, I can't. There should be a poll asking you if you're happy with England's selection today, but I cannot see it. Let me know if you can indeed see it. There you go. Thank you, Liam. He's given me the results as well. 47 to 53 at the moment. Thank you. I don't know why I can't bloody see it. What I can see is a super chat from Annie. Sorry, I shouldn't do that on a hot day, should I? I'm doing it anyway. Thank you, Squire. I will drink to that. I thought that poll was going to be a bit more brutal, actually, I have to say. 53% said they are happy with the 11. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. I thought it might be the other way around. So, with that being said, shall we get into the lineups, and you can give me your takes in real time on the team Gareth Southgate has picked tonight. Let's get into the lineups for England v Slovenia. Okay, let me just dive on the other screen and see if I can see that poll. That's annoying me now. Where are you? There it is. Okay, 54% yes now of 35 votes. Interesting. Right, team news. Focus, Ben. You're all over the place. I'm too hyper. It's 3 Lions tonight, England. And here is your England 11 over on the picture in picture. There we go. I'm having a technical nightmare. It's the team we thought it was going to be, isn't it? The one tweak. And look, in some ways I respect it, because in league football, which I study as an EFL YouTuber, keeping a steady team and not making tweaks and building all of those bonds between the players is so vital. Tournament football is a bit different. You can tear it up a little bit in tournament football, but I do understand why Gareth Southgate hasn't torn it up. Just the one change. So, Pickford in goal. Walker and Trippier are the fullbacks. Will we be seeing Luke Shaw tonight? That's been the big gamble. At the moment, Gareth Southgate's had a couple of gambles hasn't he? In terms of Trent and in terms of Luke Shaw being fit, and neither of them have come off yet. They could do. Well, Trent's not going to come off, but hey, if it teaches us the right midfield pair, then we'll figure it out, won't we? John Stones and Mark Gay. One thing I will say about this tournament is there was a big worry. You know, it's always been Harry Maguire and Stones and Pickford and Walker and those lads at the back. Gay's done well, hasn't he? So that's something in terms of the back line. And actually, fair play to Southgate, because he's been dripping Gay in for a couple of seasons, hasn't he? And we've covered plenty of games with the Palace centre-half in. So there's where the change is. Rice and Gallagher. Not Mainu, not Wharton, not Trent again. It's Gallagher in there. And those people who were talking about pressing, well, you'll be happy, because Gallagher's obviously been put in there in terms of press and energy. So that means that up the front, those people who want to see Phil Foden in the 10 will be disappointed. But those people who want to see our European Cup winning number 10, Jude Bellingham, played in his position that he's won the European Cup in, will be happy. And I do understand Southgate on that. Obviously, you can argue, oh, well, Foden's out of position, so it doesn't matter, Ben. That's a fair argument. But remember the whole Paul Scholes always used to be the one that got moved, and then we'd wonder why we couldn't circulate the ball and keep the ball. And, you know, you're playing Stevie Gerrard and Frank Lampard, a kind of runner into the box and a bit of an off-the-cuff midfielder, one-man team a bit sometimes, Gerrard. But the point I'm trying to make in terms of Scholes is play these guys in their positions, or, play somebody else, but in their position, Some people would argue, if you're going to not play Foden at 10, play Gordon and have Foden come in for Bellingham into the game. But there you go. Saka down the right, Harry Kane up top. Let me know your thoughts on the England 11. Sounds like from the poll. Is it gone down to 50-50 now? Let me click on it. It's completely 50-50 now. Are you happy with England starting 11? People are getting less happy as we go with that England 11. On the bench, Ramsdale, Henderson, Konza, Gomez, Dunk, Shaw, Trent, Wharton, Eze, Mainu, Gordon, Palmer, Tony, Bowen, and Watkins. Sorry, I said a Gordon, Palmer, Tony loudly, because they're all in there, guys. We haven't seen any of them on the pitch yet, have we? Will we see them tonight if England, God forbid, can get a couple of goals ahead? Will we see those guys break their duck in the tournament? We'll go to some comments in a jiffy. Let's go to the Slovenia team. I'll put my teeth in before that, because no doubt I'm going to butcher all of the pronunciations. Let's dive in here. Well, I'm not going to mess the first one up, because we've all heard of this guy. The captain, Jan Oblak from Atletico Madrid. Right back is Zan Karnisnik. Centre backs, Vanja Drusic, Jaka Bio of Udinese, and Eric Janza across the back. It's not an auspicious start with my pronunciations. It's a start. In terms of the midfielders, in the centre there is Adam Zenza Cherin and Timmy Elsnik. Down the right-hand side, Petar Stojanovic. And down the left, Jan Mlakar. Up top, probably the two, well, apart from Oblak in goal, probably the two names you are more familiar with. Andras Spora. If you have watched this channel here, you will know he had a season at Middlesbrough. So we've covered Spora in the Championship very much. And I guess the star man, other than the keeper here, is Benjamin Sesko, who I think is absolutely massive, isn't he? Have I got the right guy? And interest in some Premier League teams, let's just say. He plays for Red Bull Leipzig. Do I have to do the Do I have to do the Slovenian bench? I'm going to try it. What's the worst that can happen? I can completely fall on my face like I do with these Eastern European names that I struggle to pronounce. Here we go. On the bench. Vekic, Belic, Brekalo, Balkovic, Blazic, Vukovic, Kurtic, Gorenc Stankovic, Ilicic. Do I need to scroll? I think I need to scroll, don't I? Lovric, Horvat, Verbic, Zugel Selnar, and Vipotnik. And what you need to do now is give me a score out of 10 for my Slovenian pronunciation. How about that, everybody? Lighten the atmosphere a bit before the tension of the Three Lions kicks in. We're doing great here. It's 12 minutes to kick off. We can go into predictions in a minute. Let's just give a plug. Ian's already mentioned it. To the wonderful people at Beer 52. You've been signing up in your droves there for Beer 52. Grab yourself one of those beautiful boxes. Yeah, 8 beers in there, craft beers or dark beer. The box is absolutely free. You get bar snacks as well, and you get yourself a nice magazine. But you got to pay the postage. The postage is £5.95. You get the box for free. No obligation to sign up thereafter. So what's the worst that can happen? Get involved over at the Beer 52 website. You've got to click on our special little link there, www.beer52.com/bloom, www.beer5252, which I'd love the score to be today, providing England don't go 2-0 down, .com/bloom, beer52.com/bloom. Go and get involved. Please drink responsibly, especially when you're watching England. Ben not doing a Georgia watch along due to their names. It's a hard 10 for the Slovenian, just like a native. Thank you so much. 5 out of 10. Liam, that's harsh. That's harsh, the 5 out of 10. But I asked your opinion, and you gave it, which is very much encouraged here down in the chat. Get your views in throughout the game, and we'll see if the Three Lions delight it. I think we're going to be hearing from Rich at half-time. I've sent him the link. So, new season of The Bear. Oh, I love that show. I will very much be involved. Check that out on Disney if you've got Disney. The Bear. Tremendous show. A mix of drama and food. 2 of my favourite things. Preferably not at the same time. Let me know if you've watched the... But you know, that's the season I would actually watch again. Solid 1. Dear oh me, Annie. I could show you a solid 1 of these fingers here, but it'd be really, really rude, wasn't it? But there you go. You're entitled to your opinions in the chat. Right, you're also entitled to make your predictions. Before we go to predictions, let's have a look at the poll, which drew 1,400 votes, of which 71% have forecast an England win tonight. 16% have gone for the draw. 13%, look, I've spelt Slovenia wrong in the poll. Schoolboy stuff. Amateur. England win, 71%. Right, get your predictions in the chat. Help me out. Put the team names in there. England, score. Slovenia. Helps me out. I'm going to ignore any stupid ones with over 7 goals or something. Just get your sent. Look, it's Southgate. It's not going to be over 7 goals in this game, is it? Get your score lines in the chat. It's predictions time. England, Slovenia. You've got 10 seconds. Get them going right now. Did you see the stinger then? The stinger didn't play until the last 2 seconds. That wasn't good. Let me close some stuff down. Let me try and press it one more time so you've got time to write your predictions. Here we go. Did you just see me staring vacantly at the screen whilst the thing didn't play? Let me see what else I can close down on here. Gareth Southgate is just making his way out to the dugout. He's come out early to take his seat. Players in the tunnel. I want your predictions. Let's get them in the chat. Where are we going to land here? We'll start with Liam. 1-1. I predict a riot. Jay, 3-1. Angus, Angus, 2-0 England. Charlie, 2-0 England. Divino, he's done it. Someone's in there first with nil, effing nil. Someone's got to cover it. Carbos, 1-0 England. Dave, 2-1. England, 2-0. Andrew, 1-0 England. Or should I say Slovenia? I'll give you that one, Jay. Just because I like you. England 2-0, Jeff. What else have we got? Roy, England 2-1. Peter, England 2-0. Gary, 1-1. Harrison, 2-1 England. And Rich, there you go, he's here. We are going to be hearing from Rich. He's going to calm me down. Calm me down at half time. There you go. It's all love, Jay. It is indeed all love. And it's all love on the channel here. If you want to support the channel, you can do so simply by hitting the like button, commenting, or subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, why would you be here without being subscribed and having all these videos recommended straight into your feed like that? You can donate. Anna has already been an absolute legend in the chat and donated there. Huge help in terms of between EFL seasons. If you can afford to donate, it's massive help for us here. And if you want to really go the whole hog, right at the bottom there, join up. You can join up on YouTube. Join up as a member over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom, and get a couple of perks. If we do a pre-recorded video, we'll do a members only period on that, where you can watch that before anyone else can see it and comment before anyone else can see it. People like to comment on the YouTube video saying first. You'll definitely be first if you become a member. You can join our WhatsApp group, which is tremendous. We've just been chattering in that before the game started. All the lads were explaining to me how the draw works, which was of massive assistance, being well, there was a toilet issue with Enid not long before bedtime, let's just say, and we will leave it at that. So my attention was very much elsewhere. I didn't know what was going on, and Austria were going great guns, weren't they? And you can join our round table chats. Come and talk to me live and in the flesh. I say in the flesh through a computer screen. Slovenian national anthem. Sing up if you know the words. All those people who were mocking my pronunciation, sing it loud and sing it clear. The Slovenian national anthem. Let's go to some comments before we see the Three Lions hopefully belting out God Save the King. Subscriber surge. Let's get Ben to 37,000 before the new season. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Charlie, more predictions here. 2-0. Ed, 4-1. Give me them goals. What else have we got here? I know the Italian national anthem. Do you now? How many of you still say Queen? Yeah, I do, yeah, to be fair. Oh boy, do I love Benjamin Sesko. What's the melody for that one? And here. Here comes God Save the King, everybody. Let's see who's belting it out. Well done, Jude. Bakayo, a little bit quiet, I've got to say. Kyle Walker, nice and confident. Yeah, Phil Foden. Okay. Conor Gallagher, nothing there. Mark Gray, quiet. Go on, Declan. John Stones, nice and loud. Kieran Trippier got the shoulders into it there. We all knew Jordan Pickford was going to be the loudest. No, actually, Harry Kane's really going for it. I'm going to say Declan Rice and Jordan Pickford are my England national anthem heroes here. Ian, 1-1 on the predictions. We're about to get into this. ITV are going for an ad break. I wonder if I can get one more like spike in before we go. And then I promise there will be no more like spikes in the first half. We've got 41. Come on, we can get close to 50, can't we? Hit the like button. You've got 20 seconds. Hit the hearts on TikTok. Your time starts now. Go! Anyone know anything about TikTok in the chat? Which button do I press where it brings up all the notifications big so I can actually read them when we were going? That kind of just happened by accident in the last show. And maybe it isn't the interact button. I don't know. There's a button on there somewhere on that screen which I can press and it comes up. It covers your whole phone. Someone tell me in the chat. I don't know what I'm doing on TikTok. Deary me. Right, what else have we got here? I'd be the quiet one, half miming. Oh, you gotta belt that one out. Need a like spike those likes. I updated a video of the Italian national anthem, 130,000 views. Woof! You love to see that. I've heard you sing, Dave. Well, I've heard you chant. Swipe left to right. Okay, like that. Here we go. Oh, Rich. You're bloody legend. You can say thanks to Rich at half time. Now I can actually see. You see, I'm looking at this screen and I've got all of this stuff going on here. I've got the football there. I've got all of the YouTube chat there and the phone is up there. And it does get pretty difficult to read all of this. Let's bang through these teams one more time. For England, Pickford, Trippier, Gay, Stones, Walker, Gallagher the only change with Rice, Saka, Bellingham, Foden, Kane. For the Slovenians, Oblak, Karnisnik, Drixic, Biol, Jansa, Stojanovic, Serin, Elsnik, Mlaka, Spora, and Sesko. Not Cisco, who sang the amazing Thong Song. What a tune. Youngsters are saying, what the hell are you talking about, Ben? Oh, you missed out on that one. Right, I've got to press some buttons. I'm going to make a mess of this, aren't I? Slovenian fans having a lovely old time in the background there. Right, here comes the awkward bit where I mess up the clock. And then I quickly press the button and it goes in the right place. No way of making that less clunky. What are you going to do? We are ready to go. It's England versus Slovenia in a Group C. Let's stick the nil effing nil up on the screen. Get ready to hit the clock. Keep your comments coming through. Is it going to be a bore fest or are the Three Lions? Have they got something up their sleeves for us? Come on, England is all I'm going to say. Before we start, look out for the TV director. And we are off! As England go long to begin the game. Slovenia in a lovely coloured blue shirt, which rather matches the brand of the tournament, doesn't it? The colour I've used in the background for all of this good stuff here. Foden out on the left to Trippier. Gay. We're expecting England to have lots of the ball. Are they going to do anything with it? They've started both games pretty well so far and then faded really badly. More so in the Denmark game. To be fair, I was up in the air in an aeroplane for the Serbia game, so I'll bow to your superior judgment. Let me see that thong, baby. That thong. What a song. Like it when the beat goes. Cisco. Who remembers Drew Hill, which was Cisco's band before the thong song? These are the times we all wish for. Oh, they had How Deep Is Your Love For Me? They were really good. Like, proper tight harmony R&B. Like Boys to Men, but not singing silly ballads. Do you know what I mean? Real cool late 90s R&B. Well, that's nearly given away. Foden nicks in there. Am I going to do this during the season or just for the Euros? I will be live a lot during the season. We do some Premier League now, Ipswich are up in the big league. And We love our Championship Friday nights, don't we? Hey, Foden down the left. That's a goal kick. Although Foden did get caught by Vanja Drugsic. No foul there. That's a good question. Reaction EFL fixtures. Is anybody interested in coming on live at 9 tomorrow morning to give me their reactions to their club's EFL fixtures? Maybe picking out the best runs, the worst runs, the opening runs and the closing runs. Be interested in that. Oh, Slovenia breaking through. That's going to be a corner, isn't it? No, goal kick has been given. They've got two, playing 4-4-F in 2, Slovenia. You got two lads up top, and the direct ball nearly pierced the England defence there immediately, which wouldn't have been the one, would it? Jordan Pickford has to have another go at this goal kick. Good decision now. I think Walker plays it off the bottom of Stojanovic's foot. Looked like, I thought it was a corner in real time, but I think it just came off the bottom of his foot on the slow-mo. Here is Trippier, Foden. Okay, fixtures. Sounds good. We'll see you in the morning for the fixtures then. We'll try and get that fixed up after the stream tonight. Busy, busy, busy. Try and do a reaction if there's anything remotely to talk about in this game. Not yet. England get their pressing right. I mean, we're only 3 minutes in, but it's moving fairly nicely already. Well, I've actually played over Foden's head neatly there to Karnišnik, the right fullback. Worked into Stojanovic on the back post. Headed across. Headed goalwards by Seško. Good start by Slovenia, actually. I would say they're the better side, aren't they? Nice and direct. Get it out on the wing. Cross into the box. Ain't broke. Don't fix it. There's a place for two strikers and 4-4-2. Oh, given away. This is poor from England. Here's Seško. Going to get the wake-up call. They really didn't want England if they don't get their act together. Just got caught in possession. And we've had good starts in the previous two. Well, to be honest, I'd rather have a bad first 15 minutes and good 75 minutes. Just completely, awfully given away by Gray. Just played it behind Declan Rice. And I hope they're not getting that thing before where they're just terrified. Shirt so heavy. Can't stick one foot in front of the other. Passive off the ball. England not awake yet. Not yet. Slovenia have been the better side. England, a couple of unforced errors. And, I mean, we're seeing effort at the press, but it's got to be coordinated. And I don't want Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden being knackered after 50 minutes because been chasing shadows. There's a nice one into the channel, looking for Bellingham. Headed out by D-R-K. Drugsic. Let's just miss the K out, shall we? Suspiciously foul-looking throw there by Trippier. Let's ignore that. Gay. Stones. Walker. Gay again. Trippier. Best passing phase of the entire game from the Three Lions. Gay to Stones. That was a joke because that's not saying much yet. But I'm going to be positive here. Gay. Trippier. Back to Gay. Jordan Pickford. I'm quite enjoying Jordan Pickford this tournament, just yelling at everybody. He's literally just run out of his box saying, get up the bloody pitch then. Come on. That's my new shout now. If we're getting Southgate out, Pickford player manager, I think. And he has to make all his tactical decisions just after he's made a save. When he's at a emotionally heightened sensitivity. Kane. Dropping short. I'm sure Twitter will go mad there. Plays the diag. Well dealt with in the corner by the Slovenians. They win the goal kick. Bukayo Saka gives the thumb up to Harry Kane, who doesn't want to get too far forward, but also not too far back. If you press, you commit to it. Don't press a little bit. You can't be a little bit pregnant, so don't press a little. Interesting. Yeah. I think that's the problem, isn't it? England have neither been a pressing team or a low block team. It's been nothing, haven't they? I'd rather they were a low block team than nothing. At least that's a tactic, isn't it? Not great to watch sometimes, but it's better than being neither, isn't it? I agree with Ralph Rangnick on that one. Not that he cares. Rice. Travelling forward, progressing the ball. Rice into Kane. Lovely turn by Kane. Kane tries to force it through. Rice wins the header back to Gay. Trippier. Gay. Gay gets it back. Foden into Trippier. Bellingham. Foden. Stones. Walker. So this was the pattern when England had the ball against Denmark, where there were a lot of passes, but they couldn't play through midfield. Anybody who's been watching England will know that's a 20-year pattern. Although they found Bellingham now, that's more like it. Give it to Foden. Foden gave it back. Bellingham missed control. But those are the spaces that we've got to see them find. And notice that was Bellingham coming off 10 and Foden going a bit narrow. And here is Foden actually on the left wing. Foden in behind into the box. Foden puts it to the back stick. Saka slips over. Oh dear. Would I be right in saying the more I mention Foden, the better England are playing? Is that a... Is he onside there? Looks... He's offside, is he? I can't tell. So did the linesman flag after the phase was finished? So he did think he was offside. 10 minutes up on the clock, 0-0. Slovenia the better side for the first 4 minutes. England now getting their act together, aren't they? Getting into this game. Not that they've had any efforts on goal. England 74% possession and 0 shots. Here come the Slovenians down the right-hand side. Gone back into centre half. Drusic. Stojanovic on the right wing coming in off the line. Stojanovic, good ball that to Spora. Spora knocks it back. Actually went loose. This is like watching old school football. This is a good old 4-4-2. You know all the patterns, don't you? Still a place for it, as always. Given away in the left-back position. Throw in. England. Gay. Trippier. Foden. Trippier. Foden. Trippier. As you can tell, This attack has lost any momentum it ever had. England can go the slow build-up. If you're going to go the slow build-up, you've got to either be very accurate, very patient, or vary the speed quickly. A continual slow build-up isn't really building up to anything, is it? Trippier, Bellingham out on the left wing. The rotation from Bellingham and Foden's not been bad in the first 12 minutes of this one. But you can rotate positions all you like. If you don't find the space and use the ball while you're rotating said positions, it's kind of irrelevant. You may as well not have bothered. If England finish first in Group C, vs Netherlands. We don't know if it's Netherlands yet, Jamie, do we? We know it's going to be Germany if they finish second, which I don't like the sound of it. We're still waiting for that third place league to be totted up, aren't we? We'll find out tomorrow. Well, we'll find out tonight who's going to be third in Group C. And we'll find out tomorrow, Group E and F. And then we can ruminate a bit over Thursday and Friday on the draw. Walker, Gallagher. Did I not mention Gallagher for the first 13 minutes? Have I said the word Gallagher yet? Hello, Math. In Portugal. How are you, my friend? Stones with a... I love Stones, by the way, before I say this. With a dreadful switch of play. Boots it straight out of the ground. For a Slovenian throw-in, which Karnišnik is going to take. Trippier, a little knock into Gallagher. To Rice. Stones. Walker. Saka. Now switch play, boys. Come on, you know what to do. Gallagher. Stones. Fair press Slovenia. Pickford. Pickford is still the England player with the most urgency on the ball. I'm voting Jordan Pickford as my player of the tournament. I'm here for it. Raise your hand if you're with me. Jimbo Roosters. Go England, go. I wish they would. Throw in Slovenia. Was that another unforced error by John Stones? If you want any England defensive player on the ball, it's John Stones, but he's been a bit loose the last couple of minutes, hasn't he? I say a bit loose. Very loose. The draw potentially opening up for the Three Lions with... It's going to be a long throw into the box, actually. Janza, the left back. Oh, no, nicely disguised. He's thrown it in short. Can I get the cross in now? Janza, well worked from the Slovenians. Good cross. And Spora was arriving. Clever throw in that. Everyone was set for the long throw. Sneaked it in the back door, which then gives you a really good crossing position. It's not a bad cross, actually, is it? Nice and flat. Dip it into the back stick. And I have to say, Spora's wrong side of Trippier. Pickford's not getting that. Oof. Just sails over his head. How would this team do under Venables? Well, someone put this team in a Christmas tree formation, guys. Well, actually, yeah, he'd put Bellingham and Foden off Kane up top, wouldn't he? That worked nicely. Saka into the box. Saka crosses to the back stick. Can Foden recycle? No. Little knock inside. Ooh. Not a good tackle there. I wonder if that might get pulled back for a yellow card. Didn't see who went in there. Real clumsy tackle there. Looked a yellowish tackle, doesn't it? How'd it go? Is this the referee? Is it Turpan? Yeah. I think that's a fair call. Yellow card comes out for Kieran Trippier. And I hate to say I told you so, but that looked like a yellow in real time, didn't it? Oh, yeah, definite yellow card. Yeah, good bit of referee. Bellingham knows as well as he ran past him. Ouch! He's lucky that's not higher up the leg, isn't he? Could have been in all kinds of trouble. Barcelona in for Jaden Philogene, 30 million euros. That did her FFP position some good. Roy, lots of passing and no chances. Fair. Looks like Norwich of the last couple of days. That's no way to speak about Norwich. Canary Al-Fisti. Matt, you bloody legend. How good is this? Oh, don't start me on England and draws, Matt. Yeah, it is a really good opportunity. Let's see how they choose to waste it this time, hey? And again, look out for Matt in the new season. Maybe you may see him on this channel. Exciting times. Free kick, Slovenia. And it comes left-footed. Nice delivery. Great delivery. Just round the back post there. Was that Janza again? This left-back, Janza, he telegraphed, he just held two fingers up. And he's saying to his teammates, lads, that's two decent balls I've stuck in the box there. Anyone want to head one of these in the box? It's not like we haven't got two decent-sized strikers in the 11. Who does Janza play for then? Gornik Zabraza. Data teams all over Europe now are thinking, he'll go to Luton or something now, won't he? They'll turn him into a £10 million player, Luton. Look out for him. He's performing well in front of a gigantic TV audience tonight. Oh, knocked into Spora. Hits the shot. Dealt with by Pickford, my man of the tournament. And it's a coin flip, this game, isn't it? Nothing in it. England has been as good for it for as long a time as Slovenia has been as good for it. In terms of shots on goal, England's XG, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for it? 0.00 on the XG for the Three Lions. We're getting into the gallows humour now. Walker. Gallagher. Saka. Drifts in off the line. Bellingham. Rice. Trippier. Foden. Nice feet by Foden. Back to Trippier. Oh, good ball. Trippier. Nicely worked. Really good stuff from England. Foden's in. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. But the offside flag has gone up. See how tight that one was? Really well worked, wasn't it? Best football England have played all tournament, that. Let's have a look at the offside here. Yeah, it's Foden. Outside, inside run. Lovely ball by Gallagher. Yeah, Saka wasn't offside at all. It was Foden on the third man run there. But, well done, England. Got me out of my seat there, figuratively, not literally. Much, much better. But yeah, keep it up. 30 seconds in 20 minutes so far. But that shows these players can do it, and they bloody well do it in the Premier League. What was the combination there? Arsenal to Man City to Arsenal. Okay. The top two sides in the best league in the world, allegedly. Foul by Kyle Walker. I quite like this referee. Doesn't take any nonsense, does he? Not that he'll get any from Kyle Walker, but Walker knew that was a foul, didn't he? Slovenia play the channel, goes out of play, which gives me an opportunity to enjoy Jordan Pickford rapturously applauding absolutely nothing. Pickford. The goal kick goes long. Big header at the back there. Biol. Carlos Biol. Don't start in the chat. The foul there. Is yellow card coming out for that one? Should be. Yeah. The guy Janza, who put a couple of good crosses in. 2 hands round the waist. Can't do that. Definite yellow card, isn't it? Nailed on. Saka was too good for him. He's just too good for you. Referee likes a glare. I like him, Anna. Exert your authority. Don't take any nonsense from this bunch. Here's Trippier. Seaman or Pickford? Got to be Seaman if you're my age, hasn't it? Has Pickford got more caps than Seaman now? Seaman must have like 80 caps or something, mustn't he? The chat will always come up trumps on that. Dave, you're not allowed to answer that, mate, because of that badge in your avatar. Oh, we're getting the semi-automated offside. Thanks, lads. I think the eye test did that one. I can only see one Carlos Puyol. Yeah, of course he is. I'm far greyer than Carlos Puyol now. I'll shave that off tomorrow. Will Cole Palmer, Eze Gordon make appearance tonight? That's a good question, Harrison. I think only... and maybe 2 of those guys we'll see tonight. Well, we've seen Eze already. Hopefully we'll see a couple of them. Foden. Trippier. Bellingham. Bellingham off the left. Tries to squeeze it in field. Takes a ricochet. And Gay has to tidy up and go home to Pickford. We still have an XG of 0.00 because the goal was disallowed for Bukayo Saka. So, according to the stats, there was no shot. Because the play stopped as soon as Foden touched the ball. Helen, you legend. Welcome in the chat. Schoolboy errors. Everywhere. Serin. Given away. Walker. Saka. Lent on by Janza. Fairly, apparently. And John Stones in the 50-50 there. It's my favourite tackle of the game. 50-50 with Sesko. In fact, it was a 60-40. Just hoofs it into him and wins the throw-in. The most cultured centre-back in the Premier League. Have it! England have the worst attacking stats. Do they actually? Which one? What is this? Shots on target or XG? Or it doesn't surprise me, Joe. Foden. Kane. Imagine it clicked though. And we went from being rubbish to being good. Imagine that. Gay. Plays it square to Stones. Walker. 73% possession. 0 shots. You have to laugh in the end. You have to laugh. 22nd for shots. Out of 24 teams in the tournament. Who are we ahead of? Pep is shivering watching the John Stones tackle. That was pure Barnsley, wasn't it? No disrespect to Barnsley. They created John Stones. Foden. Oh, it's good play by Foden. And he's right there. Kane's a little bit sleepy. I thought Foden did really well then. Came in off the left. Look at that. No eyes. Outside of the foot. Wake up, Harry. Oh, he's got to be more alive to that. Foden did nothing wrong there, did he? If that had been Heung-min Son, Kane would have known exactly who was going to do that, wouldn't he? Deary me. Scotland, yeah, right. Beza Reza. Evening. Welcome in the chat. Welcome everybody representing. Loads of channel members here. If you see anyone like this with a little symbol after their name, they've hit the join button down there. You should totally do the same. Smartest thing you'll do all day, other than bring a fan in here. England 0, Slovenia 0. 27 minutes gone. England have registered 0 shots, ladies and gentlemen. 0. Nulla. Nada. F all. Watkins would have made that run. Stop it. 22nd in shots. Nah. Gallagher. Saka. Good ball that. Kane. Kane backhills it against his other leg. Oh, well won back by Bellingham. Bellingham. Edge of the box. Really good tackle. Ooh. Crunching 50-50 there from Rice. Excellent from Bellingham. Go on, England. Stick your foot in for God's sake, lads. Trippier. Foden. Back to Trippier. Keep that ball moving. Phil Foden's just yelling at Trippier saying, look, the ball's on inside to Rice. I'm quite enjoying Foden trying to get the other players involved here. Foden to Trippier. Reverse ball by Trippier. I think Foden screaming at him might have knocked his confidence there. Oh, here comes a nice looking Slovenia counter-attack now. It's slid through. Sesko. Go on, Pickford. There he is. Go on, yell at him, Pickford. Go on. Yell at the entire team. Matt. EFL fixtures out tomorrow. I fancy somewhere by the sea in August, please. What's the best championship location for Matt that's by the sea now? What do you think? Because isn't, strictly speaking, Middlesbrough by the sea? Here's Rice. Little slide through. You want Bournemouth, don't you? Bournemouth or Brighton. They're in the Premier League, though. Oh, in comes the cross left-footed. Ooh. Janza on the back post. Puts it out of play. Pompey. There, that would be good early in the season. Loud old bunch down at Pompey, I tell you. What a... ITV giving us a slow-mo there of the Harry Kane messed up back. It's a great tackle by Drusic, wasn't it, on Bellingham. Hatchet man at the back there. Plymouth, yeah, that's a fair shout. Lovely down there. Red car near Borough. Are you being sarcastic, Beza? I'm sure it's lovely up there, isn't it? 99% chance Sunderland are at home because of Newcastle's fixtures. Interesting. In comes the corner. Kane wins the header. It's gone up in the air. Can Rice recycle? Oh, actually, that's a good shout, Rice. It's lovely down there at Swansea, right by the river, by the ground, isn't it? Kane. Kane curls the shot straight at the keeper. England! England have had a shot, everybody. It wasn't a very good shot. But England, after 30 minutes, have had a shot. The nation rejoices. Beer flying everywhere. Jude Bellingham looks very pissed off as well. Lads, channel this anger. Come on. Use it. Use anything you've got at this point. We had a shot. Come on, England. It was so bad. Why are we so bad? Oh my God. I'm losing the plot now. Foden gets there second, but England are going to win. Oh, headed down and given away. Sporra hits the shot, deflected. It's going to go through to Pickford. Oh, man. Man. The XG has liftoff, Jay. What have we got? Here we go. Let's check it. 0.05. It's coming home. Oh, dear. Nice to see their keeper stretched a bit. He nearly came off his feet to save that, didn't he? Blimey a shot. Blimey O'Reilly. I can feel it coming. Is that the most famous drum fill in the history of music, that? Phil Collins? It's a bit bleak. Yeah, get on the Portuguese wagon, Math. I would. Can I just say, my favourite Portuguese takeaway down the road is closing down. I'm so disappointed. They're probably going to go elsewhere as well, that family. Genuinely, 10 times a year we had a Portugalas. Stones. Gay. Guys, help me out in the chat here. Is this... Where do you... Can you rank the three performances? Serbia, Denmark and Slovenia, please. Give me a 1, 2, 3 from best to worst. Here's Rice, edge of the box. Help me out in the chat with that, because I didn't see the Serbia game. Oh, here's Foden. Foden into the box. Foden crossing position, cuts it back to the edge of the box. Walker. Oh, we're bad, aren't we? Saka. Gallagher. Saka, that's a foul. Free kick on the edge of the box. Serbia third, Denmark third, Slovenia third. They're all third best. More honest, Anir. So this is the worst performance of the three. Is Phil Collins the giant gorilla in the Cadbury advert? I'd love that to be true. Probably some session drummer, isn't it? Can I say, my mate Cosimo was the stunt double. Do you remember the Thierry Henry Va Va Voom advert? Yeah? And Thierry Henry is playing jazz drums. That's my mate Cosimo. They only shoot him over the shoulder. He was the stunt double for Thierry Henry. I can't believe I've never told that story on here before. That's a great name drop, isn't it? Do you remember the Va Va Voom? Or whatever advert Thierry Henry plays drums in. Free kick for England. Set plays maybe our best hope here. Foden! Oh! Got all excited there. We've had another shot, everybody. Dumb, dumber and dumberer. I like that. I mean, that's only going to be... That's got to be like 0.02 XG, that shot. That's miles out, wasn't it? Down the keeper's throat. Here is Stojanovic. Down the right wing for Slovenia. Offside, wasn't he? Looked like Spurrer came from an offside position there. Maybe it's too close for the linesman to see it. Here is Cherin. Little one round the corner into the centre circle. Why is Ringo Starr being brought up in the chat? I'm here for it. Beans Enid is a giant fan of Octopus's Garden. And she can go, I'd like to be under the sea. That's about it. Gets a bit mumbly after that, but yes, I am training her singing voice. Little feed through. And worked out to the right wing. Crossing position this for Slovenia. Stojanovic. Down the line, they're into the box here. Can they measure the cutback? Oh, good opening that for Slovenia. It's quite poor from Karnashik there. Should have put a better ball in there. Wait for the replay, but nicely worked down the right. It is just normal 90s 4-4-2 stuff, this. The overlap there from the fullback. Here he is again. Knocked back to Stojanovic. Karnashik, who should have picked out a Slovenian shirt there. Talking to my favourite... Oh, Whiplash is great, but it's very, very uncomfortable if you're a musician. We've all had that nightmare of being on stage and your music is missing and you do not know what the hell you're doing. Speaking of what the hell you're doing, why is my in-ears attached through my shirt? That's not good, is it? Because that gives away the fact I've obviously done my shirt up after I've put my earphones on. Ringo, famous as the narrator of Thomas the Tank Engine. Absolutely. Dave Grohl. Oh, no one knows what a tune that is. Goes exactly like that. Here is Stojanovic. Oh, nice little dink in. Can they work it to the back post, Slovenia? Oh, it's all messy. Well played, Saka. They look the more likely to score here, don't they? Man. England, sort your bloody lives out. Really? Sesko is saying, you know, get the delivery in earlier. He doesn't want a loopy ball to the back post. Don Henley. Now there's a singing drummer, Ewan. Watch him do Life in the Fast Lane, because he's doing all that. Life in the Fast Lane. Boom, 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 boom. Black, poof, 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 poof. And it's all like syncopated. He's singing over it. Brilliant, that is. Trippier. Direct ball forward for Jude Bellingham. And England are dreadful. They're really bad. Oh my God. Just hoof down the pitch and give it a right. Here's that cutback from Karnesnik. Oh, if he finds Sesko in the middle of the box there, you have to say, well played, Gay. Look at that, touch tight. He's never going to get handball given against him for that. His arms tucked in against his body there. This is horrendous. It's bad, isn't it? Yeah. I'm the biggest England fan you'll get. I'll be positive until the day's long, but there's just no chance of them winning the tournament or getting close the way they've been playing the first 3 games. No chance, unless we see a complete 180 flip and all of a sudden they start playing great football. Bring back Trent. Get him in there. Have you had this much? Well, Davy Cass, we started talking about drummers, sung a bit of Queen of the Stone Age, talked some Thomas the Tank Engine. I'll sing some more songs through the stream if you want. Like watching a giraffe solving a maths equation. Oh dear, Bellingham. Bellingham in off the right. Trippier puts the cross in. Oh, it's a great delivery by Trippier. My God, if Gallagher gets a little eyebrows on that on the near post, he scores. Kane on the back post. What a cross by Trippier. To be fair, everyone's moaned about not having the left footer, but that is the advantage. Why is Gallagher not heading that into the goal? What does he do wrong here? Goes in. It's just too far. I don't know what stopped him heading that in there, Gallagher. It was a really good cross, that, wasn't it? We've had a cross. Bring back Lineker. He's too busy podcasting. Great cross by Trippier, though. And then I think Kane is probably expecting Gallagher to head it in. He's not expecting it to arrive at the back post. But, of course, a great striker should anticipate. Ooh, Walker. Oh, hell of a back pass for Pickford to deal with. Jordan Pickford waving at everyone and moaning again. Big fan of Jordan Pickford. Gareth, mate, this is, mate, this is 8 years' work. Come on, don't let it go down the drain. Contentious one, I know, but are you Southgate in or out at this stage? I mean, right now, I'm not enjoying watching England, and I feel that Gareth should be producing something better than this, but we've got to judge it over the tournament, haven't we? Now, this is a problem, isn't it? Great live currently on Book Talk with my missus, Captain Birdseye. Honestly, go and watch Shaylee on Book Talk. She's over on TikTok with the Reading Club there. If you're a reading fan, go and get involved over there. It may be more enjoyable than the football, I've got to say. But yeah, thank you for the plug, Captain Birdseye. And if you are a reader, check that out. Kane hits the shot. The Reading Club on TikTok. If you enjoy your books, get involved. There's that bloke. Unbelievable. That's been the best bit of the entire game. You know the bloke who was holding the World Cup? We just sit him on the front row. A heroic England fan. It's a corner for England. Unbelievable scenes. As England attempt to improve on their XG of 0.12 in this game. To be fair, Slovenia's is now only 0.11. That's the real quiz, isn't it? we've had a bloke. The bloke is there. Get him back on the screen again. Come on, ITV. Get him up on the screen. I guess Rice has been whistled for a shove there. It looked like a foul, didn't it? We're coming up half time. Crap! Not great from England, has it? Slovenia, is that Slovenian fans behind the goal there, behind Pickford? Having a lovely old time bouncing about there. Walker. I'm going to put... You're bloody not putting the bins out, Rich. You're coming on at half-time. What the hell else am I going to talk about? Actually, Rich, answer me in the chat. Do you want me to do a coffee break before you come on? Or do you want to get straight in? Stones. Gallagher. Walker. Gay. I can't even get Shaylee to bring me a coffee because she's doing book talk. Can we bin this and talk about the chat? We can go to a championship Q&A during the second half if England aren't going to improve their attacking output. You realise we're going to win 1-0 in the second half and everyone's still going to be annoyed and say, yeah, that's all well and good, but what happens when we play someone good? We're going to lose. Walker. Saka. Bellingham knocks it off and it's behind Saka. Oh, hail Helen! You bloody legend, Helen. €4.99 on the super chat. Helen, I've drunk all my water. I can't drink from you. I can't drink to you. Helen is always in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Give her a thumbs up. Thank you so much. There's no stoppage time. Thank God for that. Helen is given the super chat because of my pain of sitting through that atrocious first half performance by England. Oh, I wanted to come on here tonight, guys, and say, right, we were rubbish for the first two games, but that was much, much better, much improved. It wasn't, was it? Oh, I don't want to be a predictable, whining England fan, but we're just not playing well at all, are we? Thank you again, Helen, for the super chat. Where do I have to point? Down there. Amazing support. Thank you as well, Annie, earlier in the stream on the super chat. Get your halftime thoughts in. We'll get Rich in over halftime. Let me bring the numbers up. They're not good, guys. They're really not good. Let me just click the right button before we do that, and I share my screen on some pretty dire statistics for England. Remember, England are not playing Portugal or France or, I don't know, name a good team. I don't want to be disrespectful to Slovenia. Just on paper, you know, they're not world beaters, are they? Neither are England, for God's sake. 69% possession, fine, whatever. The XG's gone up to 0.69. Does that mean... Kane touched that chance, didn't he? So, yeah, Kane's chances going 0.55, which does bloat that number a bit. Lies, damn lies, and statistics. As I always say with the XG, it's a number. How you choose to interpret it is up to you. But don't give me that England have been worth 3/4 of a goal in that first half. 6 shots to 3, improved as the half went on in terms of the shots. But the eye test is bowling shoe but ugly. I'm telling you. Someone who's not bowling shoe but ugly is Richard. And we're going to bring him in. What an incredible what an incredible lead in. Let me just go full screen, Rich.
Don't worry, guys. I put my shirt on. I'm coming on in the second half.
I got to try and be positive here. We can't just come on and whinge about it. But I wanted it to be better than it was the last couple of games. It just hasn't been, has it? How do you rank the 3 performances? All the lads and lasses in the chat were saying this is worse than Denmark. I'm not sure. It's kind of on a par. It's worse than Serbia. What is your take on the 3 performances, and why is this no better than the other performances, Rich?
Watching that, so this is the second worst performance of the tournament.
Can I just quickly interrupt you? Can you just say thanks to Matt? Grab a coffee or energy drink. $1.99 on the super chat. You will be seeing Matt on the channel. I can thank him to his face. Sorry, Rich. Continue keep getting your comments in as Rich is talking. I'll put them up on the screen. Yeah.
And he's Kenilworth's finest, isn't he, as well, Matt? Lovely part of the world I know very well.
Great lad, great YouTube channel. I'm sure everyone's subscribed to it on here because you've got way more subscribers than me, so I'm sure everyone's subscribed to it. Rich, sorry, I've interrupted you 8 times and you've only said 7 words. Go.
That's fine. I don't have much to say apart from what else were you expecting, Ben?
I was expecting it to be better.
Well, yeah,
it couldn't have been any. I genuinely was.
But he made one change.
Yeah, but, you know, you've got a load of good players who've played badly for 2 games. Take those good players and play better. That was what I was expecting. Honestly, am I an idiot?
Do you want me to answer that question? So this is going exactly. Here's something in the chat. Is this going exactly as you expected? Yes or no? Kind of. For me, I was hoping for better, but I saw the lineup. Gallagher for Trent was never going to fix the fundamental problems with the team. Of course, you expect Southgate to give everyone a kick up the arse. You expect the players to kind of maybe have their ears ringing from the criticism. Certainly, Harry Kane seemed to take a lot of offence, or the BBC's critique of his performance in particular.
And so Declan Rice went for it with Gabriel Clark as well.
So you kind of hope that leads to, I don't know, mentally maybe better performances, but the fundamentals are so bad, Ben, and that's the trouble. And you've got, as I say, you've got Foden and Bellingham who are in these positions of influence who are hardly on the ball. Like Foden, you're saying, really great kind of observation from you. Like the more I say Foden, clearly the better England are doing. But tailed off a little bit. Bellingham hardly touched the ball for me. Kane still coming too deep. To me, he was never going to do this. But it was given we've qualified already because of the best placed third team or whatever it is. The situation can only improve. Why don't you just go for it? Experiment. Play Anthony Gordon on the left.
Get Sean Wright-Phillips in there now.
Play Ollie Watkins up front. I just don't see what he's got to lose.
I want Peter Crouch and Sean Wright-Phillips now.
Yeah, I want Trevor Sinclair. I want Nick Barmby.
Elite's still playing Nick Barmby's wages. So, look, I honestly thought, okay, get the press in a little bit better. Everyone gets the bit between their teeth. The attacking players... Foden will, make it work. Bellingham will make it work. Saka. Let me give you some... Let me just get... So, Kane has had... How many touches has he had? Sorry, let me just bring this up on...
How many
17 touches, Kane. I don't know if they give me penalty box. 4 in the opposition box and 1 pass into the final third.
I was going to ask about the penalty box, because there was a point when just before we had the shot where Opta tweeted something like, no shots and about 4 touches in the opposition penalty area for the whole team or something.
Let me give you the numbers. So Kane's had 4 touches in the box. Foden has had 1. Bellingham has had 3. And Saka has had 1. So systematically, Rich, none of our players, our key attacking players who are going to score and create goals, are touching the ball in the box. I know Gary Neville's been talking about it, can't play through midfield, but is it just that again that we can't build attacks up and get our good play, or rather we're not brave? I mean, look, Richard and I are both Ipswich fans, and we've watched the team for 2 years commit 8 players forward in every attack and put 5 people in the box, and it's just not doing that, are they?
No, and we often we Ipswich. There's kind of we talked about this last time as well. I think there was kind of there's a reputation of Ipswich in League One that it was very high possession. In the Championship, Ipswich went direct.
Rich, can we just quickly acknowledge all the England players are better than all the Ipswich players? Yeah, we get that. Yeah,
but Ipswich knew in the Championship that their best opportunity was to get in behind, was to go direct, and those diagonals. We saw one diagonal from Harry Kane, I think, but otherwise it's been trying to play into Rice. Gallagher's not done anything. I was kind of joking, bring back Trent, but the midfield just doesn't work. That central spine, and you've got attacking wide players that you could be playing the ball down the channels to Saka, to Foden, although it should be Gordon. You know, Trippier can bomb on as well. You know, there's pace out wide. Slovenia are getting crosses, and it's working fine for them. I just kind of feel like sometimes we definitely overplay, definitely overthink, but we sometimes just knock it long.
Sometimes when people overplay, I'm like, okay, fair play. I can see what you're trying to do. It's a bit too intricate. Our overplaying is, everybody's Jordan Pickford. Did you see that moment about 15 minutes when he ran out of the box and he said, "Fuck's sake, just get up the pitch.
Not here. Do it out there." Exactly right. I mean, that was, and someone in the chat said, "This is like watching Paul Lambert ball." This is Roy Hodgson football for England, isn't it?
Man.
This is passing it about the back line, keeping it in England half, and claiming that having 60% possession or whatever it is a good thing. The possession, the meaningful possession, is in the opposition penalty box, and
Right,
Kane's
Rich,
one and only
he
shot
went
outside the box.
54 minutes was when he made the first sub against Denmark. The issue I've got is he doesn't need to win. What's the score in the other game? Denmark 0, Serbia 0. So at what point did if Denmark take the lead, they go on to 5 points, but their head-to-head on the goal difference will be level. You almost want Denmark score a couple of goals and force his hand. Do you know what I mean? And then otherwise you're getting Germany in the second phase. Do you think we're going to see another 55-minute sub?
I don't. I think we are going to keep seeing more of the same. We might get a goal. Let's be honest. We did score quite a good offside goal. If Foden stays onside for the cross, that's a good move, isn't it? It's for me, whenever you tap in to a basically empty net, completely unmarked, I think you've done something well there. So fair play for that moment. But I'm not expecting the kind of mass changes, because I think if you're the starting 11, you kind of take offence by what happened last time around, and it made no difference. Let's be honest. The only opportunity we had was Ollie Watkins in behind, wasn't it? I mean, maybe that's what you do. You kind of try and you replace Kane, but he's the captain. This is another thing. Sorry to jump on the criticism train. Choo choo. I'm just not seeing any leaders on the pitch apart from Trippier and Pickford. They're the wrong end of the pitch, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm just not seeing a huge amount of cohesion. Like, there's no pattern, is there?
I've been so pro Gareth Southgate when everyone's been moaning about the pragmatic tactics, and I've got in arguments with people and stood up for him. And I'm just going to look an idiot at the end of all of this. If his legacy, if he messes up this group, finishes second to Denmark and loses to the Germans, he's going to look a buffoon at the end of a kind of run that had shown a load of promise in the first 2 tournaments.
Yeah, and I've been in the same boat. I've been the person on Twitter, when people just seemingly an instant reaction to England disappointment going out in the Nations League is, oh, Southgate out. There are people who are triggered by him, and that's fine. And there are people who probably see what we are seeing now and said, "I told you so," and fair play to those people.
Yeah, I think you're not going to win that argument if this ends how we think it's going to end.
I think the difficulty I have is who else? Like, he's been 8 years. You think he'd figure this out by now, and I think the trouble is he probably needs. George Burley used to do this. You replaced the assistant every few years, didn't he? Stuart Houston, John Gorman, Dale Roberts.
Yeah.
Maybe it's too stale around Southgate, and maybe he needs a little bit of tough love. I mean, let's be honest. He's out.
Fresh coat of paint.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
But
And
Rich,
what
I'm just looking at it, thinking, I think we're qualified through. We might well win this game in the second half, but I mean, how are we going to get on against Netherlands if we get Netherlands in the round of 16?
it's not going to be fun. The watch along is going to be blooming misery loves company, isn't it?
Oh man, I'm just going to start singing.
A team that has so far we've seen three really organised teams, haven't we? Fair play Slovenia. They look okay, don't they? But they're not.
4-4 F in 2.
Well, I mean, someone mentioned Mike Bassett as well. I watched that the other day.
You loved it when the right back did that overlap and put the cross into the two big guys, didn't you?
We could. Why just not do that? Just play 4-4-F in 2. Have Kane and have Watkins off Kane and just bomb it down the side.
We asked Warnock about this. What do you reckon he's thinking right now?
Oh, he's thinking, why is Jack Grealish at home or in Dubai? That's the question for me. But yeah, the trouble I've got, lots of trouble. If this was a league team, you kind of think, I mentioned it last time, it does have the air of a team that wants the manager to kind of get sacked. But similarly, if you're Southgate and you kind of know that this is the end, wouldn't you just go for it? Wouldn't you just let the shackles off? What have we got to lose? Like, we're not going to, at this point, it doesn't look like we're going to win it, but don't go out miserable in like,
it's the end of your legacy, your legacy potentially after 8 years. And it's going to, you're going to,
we're just going to think of all of those wasted opportunities against Croatia and Italy, aren't we?
And Trent and, stinking out the blooming Euros. There you go.
Hey, the championship fixtures are out tomorrow, though. That's a good
championship fixture. Apparently, we're going to be on live in the morning having a look at them. So, yeah, we can
do my Alan Partridge shrug because it's
just
good news and irrelevant news for me.
Alan Partridge shrug because you're almost going to... It's almost better if they really F this up and qualify because it'll give them the kick up the backside. Almost feels like if they win 1-0 playing really badly, that's no help to anybody for the round of 16, is it?
No, but we might then do that again. We figured out a way to win badly, but it's still winning, isn't it?
But Rich, they're going to have to beat, so it could be Netherlands, Italy, and then one or other of Portugal, France, Spain or Germany. One of those four in the final to win the tournament. They can't beat those teams playing like this, can they?
No, I haven't got a more elaborate answer than no. It's going to take some individual brilliance from Bellingham or Foden or Kane. I think that's the only way.
Behind that, I can get behind a team that's defensive and has a star man, and get behind that stuff. Fine, do the Portugal. That's the tactics. Fine, yeah, exactly. We've seen we've seen bloody Argentina won the World Cup. We don't have Maradona, but. Oh man, players are coming out, Rich. Jesus Christ. If you are into let's just say big thank you to Andrew, you bloody legend, £5 on the super chat. By the way, Kobe Mainu is on for Conor Gallagher at half time. So he's gone in hard. We said, is he going to make a change after 10 minutes? He's gone straight in. Let us know your thoughts now. Richard, quick plug, a brilliant debate, even if you're not an Ipswich fan. Over Sir Ralph Ramsey and Bobby Robson. Give it a quick plug and then we'll let you go and watch the second half.
Yeah, well, it's relevant for England, isn't it? If we're going to rank England managers, where would you have Sir Bobby Robson and Sir Ralph Ramsey? In which order would you have them in?
Different than I'd have them as Ipswich managers.
That was the same debate that Ben and our colleague Dave was having on the Blue Monday podcast this week. I think the biggest kind of thing out of that, only 18 full-time Ipswich Town managers in the history of the football club. But yeah, the top two are the England managers. Interested to get your rankings out there in the chat. Which way you'd have Ramsey and Robson? I guess probably still. Maybe Southgate Southgate should be in the mix, really, shouldn't he? Where would you have Southgate now?
Not tonight. God, not.
You wouldn't put him second above Bobby Robson, would you? Wow, there's the debate for the second half.
That's the real quiz. Rich, thank you so much for coming on. Check out the Blue Monday channel. Me and Rich are on there. Rich, let me just hold you on one second.
Warm up for my 20-minute cameo.
Kobe Mainu on. Sorry, I'm just waiting for the half to start. I don't want to be not pressing the right button at the wrong time, although the TV directors are keeping us waiting here. Look at him on the touchline where he's given the wave. What is it? So the right arm out, does that mean nearly ready to go? If you're under any influence that TV doesn't control the game of football, Just watch the fact we're all waiting for the TV director. We're off in the second half. Rich, last word from you, mate.
Enjoy the second half, folks. And if you can't enjoy that, enjoy the chat.
Yeah. Rich, legend, we'll see you for the next England game
Cheers.
against Netherlands, mate.
I'm
Take care,
excited.
boss. See you later. Right. Oh, let's get that horrible shot on with loads of crap in the background. There we go. Half-time, England 0. Slovenia 0. Kobe Mainu on at half-time. Let me know your thoughts on that in the chat. Conor Gallagher, the latest player to join Declan Rice in central midfield and get the hook. It's the poison chalice. Who can partner Declan Rice? Apparently nobody except Calvin Phillips, right? What are your thoughts on Mainu in? Mainu for Gallagher. Someone locked Southgate in the cupboard at half time. There you go. Let's know your thoughts on that half-time substitution from Gareth Southgate. Can it stop being warm? No, it's got to stay warm, James, because I moan when it's cold. So I've got to enjoy it when it's hot. Thank you, everybody watching on TikTok, especially the guy making dumb comments about me being Carlos Puyol. Come on, you got to be more original than that. I've been doing this a long time. I've heard it all. We need more originality if you're going to mock my appearance. Or praise it even. Although, Carlos Puyol, he's not really renowned as a handsome man, Carlos Puyol. There you go. What are you going to do, hey? Mainu. What a hot mess this is, indeedio. I'm more of an autumn kind of guy. Well, I'm an England kind of guy. But they're a bit hopeless at the moment. There's Bellingham. What did Rooney say on BBC? Let me know. Did he say get Sean Wright-Phillips? I don't know why I'm picking on poor old Sean Wright-Phillips. He's just my go-to. Get him in there, man. From England past. Kyle Walker showing his great pace there. Winning that back for England. Meat pie, sausage roll. Come on, England. Gives a goal. Big thanks for Rich coming on at half-time. Calming me down. Marlon, you legend with the super chat. Thank you so much. Good evening, mate. Why are we so bad? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Because I think our players are really good. You do the math. A young Noel Edmonds. You know Noel Edmonds is my hero, don't you? Don't think I look like him, but it's just beardness now, isn't it? Noel Edmonds, everybody. What a hero. Here's Mainu. Mainu puts into the box. Bellingham. Bellingham gets loose. And it's going to be a corner to the Three Lions. Sorry, I haven't put the clock on the screen. I'm all over the place. Where's my second half timer? Is that the right one? I mean, that's clearly not the correct time because we're 48 minutes in. We'll change that in a sec. Mainu, can we make that different? 48, 49, 49, 90. Cross comes into the back stick. Kane heads it down. Bellingham, can he get the shot away? No, he can't. I'll start the clock in a minute, guys. Sorry. My bad. I'm all over the shop. 48-19. 49-19. Right. We are good. Dear oh me. Right. Noel Who, the king of Saturday night TV. Almost certain Southgate is it Jack? Is that Jack who does the betting picks? Is that the same Jack? Apologies if it's not Jack. England or Scotland? Who has been the poorer? I mean, Scotland are home, Ewan, but to expectations, England are playing well under their expectations here. Did Kane get flagged offside for that one? No. Corner for the Three Lions, which Trippier is going to take. Just a generic name. There you go. In comes the corner. Back stick headed down. And away. Foden volleys the ball goalwards from miles out and says, man, no one else is doing anything better, are they? Slovenia are well organised. Too many sloppy passes. This game were a mistake or a bit of brilliance, we'll win. We have to be careful. We don't get done on the break. I'm going to feed the chickens. What time is it in Portugal, Math? Are we in line with Portugal? Is it one of those ones where you think the time's going to be different and it's not? We had another shot. We did. Wasn't a very good one, was it? What about Bruce Forsyth? What a legend. Great piano player, Bruce Forsyth, by the way. And singer and a dancer. He can do it all. Yeah, same time. I thought it was the same time. I didn't want to sound silly. We are clueless under Southgate. Clueless. I'm going to cook dinner. Yeah. And if anyone wants to head over to Shaylee's Book Talk stream at the moment, I wouldn't blame you. At the Reading Club on Book Talk, TikTok, whatever you call it. I'm on TikTok up there as well. And plug in other channels. Only because I know where my bread is buttered. The place in the group, can it really be decided on yellow cards? Ooh. Foden tries to feed Saka in. Nothing doing. Declan Rice just hits the deck. He's holding the lower back. Hopefully he's okay. Kane on the left wing. Good ball though, fair play. Walker plays it first time. He knows it. He should have brought that down, shouldn't he? Don't lip read the England fan up on the screen at the moment. Look at that Slovenia fan. He's having a lovely old time. Get him on camera. Go on, lad. Go on, son. That's a great question. Debate that in the chat. Go on. Other than the 66 team, some would argue, Finn, David Diamond did, that the 1970 team may have been better than, I know 66 obviously won the, but the argument that Ramsey had a better squad in 70, you got to say the players Sven had in 2002, I know they didn't deliver. Oh, Kane puts the ball in, it's controlled by Bellingham, good challenge in the end by Biol. And it's going to be out for a goal kick. So yeah, definitely the 1970 team. The 2002 one with Seaman, who was it? Campbell, Terry. Was it Terry as early as 2002? Gary Neville. Ashley Cole was well good for England, wasn't he? They're not reviewing that, are they? It didn't look like a penalty to me. Yeah, Beckham, Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard, Owen. Do you know, I really like the Glenn Hoddle team in 98. We actually had a manager then who was kind of brave, but a bit nuts by the sounds of it. And peak Owen. That's the annoying thing. When we had the star player of the tournament with like Owen in 98. Okay, I know that was Ronaldo in 98, and Rooney in 2004. You had one of the guys that was just scaring everybody, whatless. Things might change now. Goal in the other game. Who scored in the other game? Gary. Have Denmark taken the lead? That'll honestly help us. Won't it? Is this fake news? Does Gary need to go in the fake news sin bin, or is there actually a goal in the other game? Walker. Saka. Right, it's opened up on the left. Come on, move the ball. Cross comes in early. And England, we know what happens in these second halves in these tournaments. England tend to get worse. Offside. Still 0-0. There you go. We play Germany if we finish. Yeah, we're done if we finish second. The Germans in Germany, with us playing this badly, no chance. No chance. It'll be like 2010 again, where they bloody battered us, didn't they? That's a good Germany team, that, wasn't it? With a young Ozil and Müller, Neuer, Klose, Podolski. Fake news sin bin. Very 2021. Get in there. Wenlock. Free kick England. The fake news sin bin. OGs of the channel will remember the honour of being put in the fake news sin bin. Free kick comes in. Oof, Kane was there. It's a good delivery, wasn't it? Good headed clear. Saka recycle. Flicked on the back post. Rice lets it go. Corner to England. Good delivery that by Foden. Yeah, you would have thought England in 98, it was just going up against potentially Brazil or Ronaldo or France, the home nation in 98. And that France team had a defence of Barthez and Thuram, Blanc, Desailly and Lizarazu. Wow. Oh, corner goes in. Headed goal was by Stones. Gay heads it across. Sesko heads it out. Overhead kick by Saka. It's going to be a foul, isn't it, for dangerous play. And the free kick is given. Saka just apologising. More a low header, but it was always going to be whistled for that one, wasn't it? Proximity of boot to face. Yeah, it's foul, isn't it? It's a foul. Oh, it's in Dortmund as well, is it? Oh, dear. In the chat, does anyone imagine that England could beat Germany in Dortmund in the round of 16? I just cannot see England winning that game. I think you'd need Germany to have a red card in the first 10 minutes for England to have any chance in that game. Could, but probably wouldn't. Absolutely not. I don't think so. It would be a massive surprise if this team just all of a sudden clicked and started playing. They are way off it. We're going to get a Slovenian sub imminently. No, we're not. Sorry. Sporar just stepped out for treatment. He's back in the game. My bad. Mainu wins that. Kane. Oh, nicely worked. Walker puts it in outside of the foot. It's going to fall to Kane. Kane tries to edge it across the box. Bellingham. Foden. We're coming up the hour mark. Let me just see if I can dongle the stats on FootMob to only be second half. Yeah, 0.06 XG this half. One shot. Foden's half volley, I guess, that... I can see two shots on the shot map, which is a bit weird, but maybe one of them was like 0 XG or not even counting as a shot. I don't know. All I'm saying is England haven't improved in the second half, have they? Really? Walker, Saka, Foden taken off his toes by Sporar. Mainu's got it back. Mainu crosses right-footed to the back post. Bellingham recycle. Rice. Ref gets in the way. Rice does well. Rice driving forward. Cleared. Do we get a Slovenia counter-attack? It's quite good from England. They got them hemmed in here. Keep the pressure on, lads. Come on. Foden, little knock off. Come on, get it out right. Walker. Walker with the dummy. Tries to run his man. It's gone out, hasn't it? It's a goal kick. And I hope for... Did Kyle Walker hit the LED screen there? Oh, I don't think I want to watch this replay, do I? Ouch. No, the camera didn't catch it. Gareth is saying, well done, keep it going. Okay. Pretty uninspiring stuff from England. I don't know what Gareth wants them to keep going, but ho-hum. Gay, he's had an alright tournament. It's Pickford on the ball, my hero. Pickford with a ostentatious thumb up to Gay. He is absolute box office Jordan Pickford, and I'm here for it. Trippier, England aren't box office. They're boring as hell. And I'm also here for it. I just won't enjoy it. Food's been attained. What are you having, Annie? What are you having, buddy? Shaylee did a lovely bloody dinner, I tell you. Sea bass. Well nice. Subject matter. Next England manager. Klopp. I'll take it. That'd suit him down to the ground, Klopp, wouldn't it? He'd love being England manager, wouldn't he? I would think. And you're Graham Potter. Gerrard. Klopp. Potter. 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 It's my Alan Rickman impression. Don't tell me I look like Alan Rickman. I don't look like Alan Rickman. It's ridiculous. Not all blokes with shoulder-length hair look the same. Throw in Slovenia, 62 gone. England continue to stink the Euros out. Shot driven in from range. Jordan Pickford decided not to yell at anybody there. Sean Dyche, love it. Potter, Robbins. The only Potter we need is Harry. I cannot wait to watch those Harry Potter movies with Enid. Anyone with kids? What age did you start your kids off on the Harry Potter movies? They're quite scary, aren't they? Stones, Minu. There would be no foolish wand waving or silly incantations in this chat. Absolutely. Potter. Pochettino, there you go. Chilean rice and salmon. Very nice down here. Beats my sea bass, I think, doesn't it? Don't tell Shaylee. Can't see the next England boss being an Englishman. You've never seen Harry Potter, Jay? What are you doing? Got like 8 films of brilliance to watch there. Is there 8 Harry Potter films? I think there is, isn't there? Are they all on Netflix, Harry Potter? Sure they paid billions of pounds to have that. Oh, don't. That's going to make me cry, Fetsy. Start the same age as the kids in the movie. So, man, that's making my heart go. 12 and 9. A long time, hey? Has Yanka hit the LED board now? It's almost like those boards are too close down there, aren't they? Oh no, he didn't hit the board. Just moaning that Bellingham, who's a big unit, gave him a shove in the back. Look at those two young England fans there. Hang in there, boys. Hang in there. Bellingham need him in the kidneys. Ouch. 65-35 on the clock. England showing no signs of winning this game. Still 0-0 v Denmark and Serbia. We are in the position, though, where if Denmark were to take the lead, they would win the group as things stand on goals scored. The head-to-head is level. The goal difference would be level if Denmark won 1-0. But the goal scored would be Denmark 3, England 2. So all hell is going to break loose. Quite frankly, I'm here for it. Inject some chaos. Let's have a Denmark goal. Plenty more years of disappointment from them. Absolutely. Harry Potter is definitely eligible to play for England. I think he's more Ireland. Ireland, sorry, Sean. He's more a Quidditch guy. Isn't he? Yeah, give me your substitutions now. Bowen, Palmer on. Harry Potter books from age 11. Interesting. Gay, Foden, to Stones, Walker, Saka knocks it into Kane, who can't quite control it. Great header by Rice, back to Foden. Walker to Mainu. England got a little bit about them now. Can they find the space, though? Spent 3 games trying to find the space and not really managed it, have they? Foden drifts past his man. Looking to draw a foul there. Didn't get one. Look, 50-50 that one. Oh, Gray, don't lose that there, mate. Gray's been robbed and he's about to get a yellow card. Naughty professional foul there by Mark Gay. And I've got to be consistent in my views on this, even when it's an England player. I hate tackles like that. That's where I would bring the sin bin in. That, to me, is far more naughty than things people get red carded for in terms of denial of obvious goal-scoring opportunities and, you know, second yellows and things of that nature sometimes. Right, free kick then to Slovenia. As it stands, Denmark are 3 in the group. Yeah, what are they going to do with Denmark and Slovenia? Because their results are exactly the same and the head-to-head's exactly the same, isn't it? I don't know. Will that go down to yellow cards, Slovenia and Denmark? At the moment, it's 3 draws, 4-2 against 2, and the head-to-head. What's the score between Denmark and Slovenia? Is it 1-1? So I'm not entirely sure what the protocol is for separating those two teams. Might be fair play, mightn't it? So don't get any more yellow cards, Slovenia. Although, have they got a chance of qualifying with 3 points? Who knows? Free kick goes in keeping with this game. It's rubbish. Yellow cards and then qualification results. What does that look like then? Who got more points in qualification? Got to be points per game, hasn't it? Because didn't one of the groups have more teams than the others? If they were in one of those groups, then points wouldn't be fair, would it? Cole Palmer is coming on. Bukayo Saka is coming out. He's been one of England's best players under Southgate. But he has not delivered. Cole Palmer's into the game. You know, it's the first time he's got on the pitch. At the moment, Hungary are in the third place qualification. But they've got a -3 goal difference. So anyone with 3 points and a positive... Although to be fair, Denmark are in there as well. And they've got a 0 goal difference. So anyone gets in with a positive goal difference. Is it possible to have a positive... Probably have a positive goal difference and 3 points, isn't it? Even though you might have lost the game. If you won another game by more than you lost the game, you know what I'm saying, don't you? Slovenia have less yellow cards. There you go. FIFA ranking. Deary me. Goal difference, goals scored, fair play. UEFA. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can someone score a goal so Slovenia or Denmark don't qualify on yellow cards? It's ridiculous, isn't it? Palmer at last. He's on. Is anyone watching Denmark and Serbia? Let me just bring the numbers up here. Stats. Oh, Serbia have created absolutely nothing in that game. Looks like Denmark are pushing, but that's without me seeing 1 second of the football and just looking at the numbers real quick. Kane is fouled on the edge of the box. Biol is booked for Slovenia, which, as we've said, might have implications on the yellow card count. Their second yellow of the night. Another naughty one. Hand round the waist, rugby tackle. Free kick, England. Trippier is there. He'll recreate his Croatia goal. No, he's not with a right foot from that angle. Foden, the left footer, might be the better bet. Doesn't look like I'm getting a goal. Hope I'm wrong. We all hope you're wrong, Andrew, as long as it's an England goal. Right, free kick, England. 28 metres from goal with the angle. Trippier whips it in. Gay heads down. Palmer. It's his first touch. And he's tackled by the big lad at the back, Drusic. Is Foden. 73 minutes on the clock. England, 8 shots. 1 big shot. How many shots on target? 3 shots on target in the game. Not been good enough tonight. Make it magnificent tonight. Baby, tonight. Palmer. Palmer playing down the left wing then. What's going on here? It looks like Foden's in the 10. Palmer's on the left. It might not be permanent. It might just be rotating. And Bellingham's on the right. Foden knocks that in. Declan Rice hits the shot wide of goal. Fair play, Declan. If none of the attacking players are going to score a goal, you may as well have yourself a crack. So if we get the wide angle of that, in that last attack, Phil Foden was playing 10, Bellingham was down the right, and Cole Palmer was down the left. I'm not saying that's the formation, that's just where they were in that last attack. Sesko out, the Red Bull Leipzig superstar. Ilicic. in, who I assume is a like-for-like swap. Are you serious? Denmark and Slovenia now have the same number of yellow cards. So we're going to qualification. Tournament qualification. Can someone look that up? Who had the better points per game in qualification? Christ, this is complicated. Again, I'll reiterate, if Denmark score, England are playing Germany and probably getting knocked out in the round of 16 in Dortmund. England are leaving this on a knife edge for qualification. Well, not for qualification. They've already qualified. But do you want to be in the half of the draw with Germany, Portugal, Spain and France? Or do you not? Which do you prefer? Slovenia go back home to Oblak. Walker. Okay, Palmer's now out on the right wing. Oh, lovely ball in by Palmer to Mainu. Mainu with the cutback. It's a good ball. Nobody arriving into that golden area just around the penalty spot. Foden goes into the book. Sorry, was it Declan Rice went in the book? My bad. I think I got that wrong. I saw Foden complaining about it. I think it's Rice that went in the book. Oh no, it does say Phil Foden yellow card. We just saw a replay of a Rice tackle. Oh, dearie, dearie me, England. We expected so much better. Semi-finalists in 2018. Euro 2020. Finalists, lost on penalties. Quarter-finalists in the World Cup. Again, a penalty deciding that blooming game if Harry Kane scored. Oh, lovely cross on the right-hand side from Kane. Foden arriving back post. England a bit more direct. Nearly making the chance. Lovely cross by Kane. Look at that. Again, there's been some good deliveries into the box, but yeah. If Harry Kane is delivering the crosses, then someone else needs to get in the box. Corner, England. Foden puts it in left-footed. Kane heads it down. It's going to come back to Foden. Foden drills it across the box. But Kane has been whistled for a foul. 78:30 coming up on the clock. And again, just keep your eyes on Denmark-Serbia. Because this is all going to hell in a handbasket if Denmark score, isn't it? I'm just waiting for the chat to light up and tell me Denmark have taken the lead. Because the way we've got these groups, I mean, you just wouldn't want to leave it to chance if you were Denmark with whatever it is, qualification that it's going to be going down. Yellow cards are now exactly the same. Denmark are going to be thinking, did Foden get booked for abuse to the referee then? Seems like he did. Walker. Stones. Mainu. Stones again. Walking pace from England. Walker to Palmer. Palmer tries to turn his man. Nice ball by Palmer onto Mainu. Bellingham missed control. Bellingham's done well to win it back. Mainu cleared away. Left back Janza is down. And we're going to have an injury hold here with 10 minutes to go. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Thank you for all your support through this dull England game. We've had a load of super chats and I really, really appreciate it. You can support the channel by interacting. Just comment, like, give us your opinion. Sorry the football's not been great, has it? All the lovely people that have donated, we thank you really, really greatly. Annie, Helen, Andrew, Marlon, legends all of you. If you can afford to donate, it really helps me out in the close season with no EFL or Premier League games. And you can join up over on patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Exactly the same thing as joining as a member down on here. You can get early access to pre-recorded videos, join the WhatsApp group, and our monthly round table chats. And the left back for Slovenia, Janza, is back again. He's been skinned by Palmer. Falls to Bellingham, edge of the box. Great tackle in the midfield. And we have a Slovenia counter-attack. I think that's going to run out of play. And yeah, I kind of understand what the Slovenian forward there, Elsnik, was saying. Look, give me the right ball then, and I'm in down the left-hand side on a nice-looking counter-attack. Crossed in from the right by Palmer. Here's Stones. Palmer again, who's getting on the ball a lot. Fair play to him. He's trying to make something happen. Bellingham. Nice ball into the space on the left-hand side. Here is Stones. Super chat, Wenlock, you absolute bloody legend. Stolen from Twitter. Undertaker 2010, Southgate 20. Struggling to get Kane in the box. Are we talking about a coffin there? Thank you, Wenlock. Absolute legend on the chat there. A super chat. Thank you so, so much. I would drink to you, but there's none left. Here's Kane into the box. Kane holds it up. Kane does well. Gets to the end of the box. Foden hits the shot. Blocked. Thank you so, so much. I would drink to you, although I am considering drinking the hand sanitizer at the rate this game is going. I jest. We don't make light of things like that. It's a silly joke, everyone. Don't take it too seriously. But thank you, Wenlock. Absolute legend. On the super chat. Greatly, greatly appreciated. 83 on the clock. Guy goes home. Denmark could still throw a grenade into this if they score against Serbia. At the moment, more by luck than judgment, England are going to end up in the right half of the draw. Not that I give them much hope in the knockout phases, because they've just been bad, haven't they? In comes Trent Alexander-Arnold for Kieran Trippier. Okay, he's coming in at right back. I'm less confused by that substitution now. But hang on a minute. Trippier's playing left back. Who's playing left back now then? Is Trent going to go and play left back? We've got another right back at left back. Oh, Gareth, what are you doing, mate? Come on. Okay, no, Trent's playing right back. Kyle Walker is playing left back. Jesus Christ. Whatever. Here comes Stojanovic down the right-hand side for Slovenia. Phil Foden's expression there reflects that of all of us watching. So Trippier out. A right back playing at left back. Walker, a right back, is moved over to left back to bring Trent, a right back, in at right back. Unbelievable scenes. I'm loving it. Oh dear. If anyone wants to have a go at explaining that substitution, I guess Trippier was on a yellow card and a bit knackered. Is that it? Have I explained the substitution? I don't know. Should have taken Leif Davis. Could have done worse, couldn't he? Leaf. I bet England have never had a player called Leaf, have they? Stones. Oh, Trent plays into midfield. I'm not having to go at Trent. Mine slipped over. Oh, man. Yeah, Tyreek Mitchell as well. Someone tell me, how many games in the Premier League did Tyreek Mitchell play at left back this season? He's played for England this season, hasn't he, Tyreek? Nah. Trent. There's a better ball in midfield. Foden knocks that one off to Gay. Is anyone at the point where they'd actually be quite annoyed if England scored? It'd be like, oh, you got away with one there. I can't be annoyed if England scored, but do you know what I mean? You lucky, lucky buggers is what we're all going to be saying, right? Lucky bleeders, lucky bleeders. This is borderline Wally with the brolly. Denmark almost stop it, Kev. A Denmark goal and all hell's breaking loose. Who's the team in the tournament so far? It's got to be Austria, hasn't it? Austria winning a group with France and Netherlands in. That's tremendous. Okay. Free kick England. And we do have Trent on. Whip this one in from the right-hand side. It's murder on the dance floor. Better not kill the groove. Okay, Trent and Foden there. I think surely Trent's going to take it, isn't it, if he's just come on. Foden's given the signal. Here comes. Now Foden whips it in. Good delivery. Good header that. Keeper had come and not made it. So any kind of glanced header there is into an empty net. Andy Weimann, FC. We're watching Belgium-Ukraine tomorrow. Liam, I have to apologise. I have a rehearsal tomorrow. Anthony Gordon's coming on, ladies and gentlemen, for Phil Foden. Who's huffed and puffed and not managed to blow the house down. So yeah, no watch along tomorrow. But if you guys want an early stream for the fixture release, we can look at that at 9 a.m. For 1 minute plus stoppage time. Well, I mean, that is an objective fact, Rich. Yeah. Ain't going to get long. Palmer, Mainu and Gordon are going to finish the game. Any news from Denmark? Stoppage time? Stones. Walker at left back. Here goes Gordon. Tries to run his man and kicks it straight out of play. England, you suck! England 0, Slovenia 0. We are coming up 90 We're about to find out how much stoppage time we're getting. Will we get a Denmark goal in the other game, or are we going to get 2 nils to round out Group C? Janza, left back, out. Balkovic, who's wearing 3, so I assume is another left back, replaces him. 4 minutes, Peter. Stoppage time. It's dreadful from England, isn't it? Oh, dear. Stones. Trent. 5 minutes stoppage time in Denmark v Serbia. Can't believe I'm checking the Denmark score, frantically hoping that they're not going to score. What will be. The way I'm feeling, Anna, it doesn't really matter who we get in a round of 16. We're just not playing well at all. Walker saves Trent's blushes there with a crossfield ball. Would I change it completely next game? I don't know. Here's Kane. Oh, Palmer arriving. Palmer on the left foot. Hits the shot straight at the keeper. Thought they could steal it then. Palmer presumably trying to bend that in the far corner. It's a good ball by Kane, actually. Palmer arriving. Poor shot. It's difficult in the terms of would you change it completely next game, because there's a chance if you do that, you throw the baby out with the bathwater and you're even worse than this. And I hate to say it, this team is undefeated. I mean, they're horrible to watch. They're not using the ball well. They're not creating any chances. But, yeah, you could completely change it and just get massacred. Although it looks like we'll just get knocked out by the odd goal, having not created anything. But, meh. Clean sheet tonight. Drink it in. That's the real quiz. Fed down the line by Trent. Good ball. Palmer. Palmer does well. Palmer to the edge of the box. Trent. Oh. And here comes a Slovenia counter-attack. Go on, son. Right through the middle. 2 England players take each other out then. Super Chat's coming up in a minute. Let's just see this attack out. Gordon. Gordon's alive! Trent drills the shot in. Over the bar. We're all done, guys. This one's over, isn't it? Rafe Bringer, you absolute bloody legend. Thank you so much for the contribution. Really appreciate that. Yes, Leaf should have gone. Southgate said he wouldn't just pick top 6 players. But European Burnley with top English players got no call-ups. Thank you so much, Rafe Bringer, for the super chat. This is all over. 10 seconds of minimum stoppage time to go. It's a Slovenian goal kick. Oh, there's a flick on. Get there, Gray. God. Plays it to Trent. Wow. And there is the full-time whistle. And before I say anything, we must wait until the Denmark game's finished. The Slovenian players, fair dues to him, they're celebrating. They have gone undefeated, haven't they, Slovenia, in this tournament? 3 draws out of 3. England, literally the only team in this group to win a game. The Slovenian players are celebrating because they think they might well have got through with their neutral goal difference and 3 points. Is Denmark on the other channel? No. Where's Denmark on? Is it on ITV2? Let me have a look on my TV. See if I can see the last 30 seconds of that. Is Denmark on elsewhere, guys, before we analyse that nonsense? ITV4 HD. 94:30 on the clock. We just watched the last 30 seconds of Denmark. The Danish fans all scratching their heads trying to figure out who's going to finish second or not. Does anybody actually know the answer to this? If these do both end 0-0, has anyone got a definitive on who qualifies out of Denmark and Slovenia in second place? That is, I know they both might well qualify with 3 points and a neutral goal difference. Is that the full-time whistle? There's Big Mitro and Vlahovic. Yeah, I think that is indeed the full-time whistle. Is that the case, John? Denmark second. Have we got that confirmed, guys? I know John's a reliable guy, but can we just confirm that before I start talking in my match review? Has it really gone down to a FIFA ranking? Denmark has better FIFA ranking. BBC League table is showing Slovenia second. That might just be an algorithm though. Wenlock on that. Who the hell knows? We'll get confirmation, I'm sure, in fairly short order. And do we have to? I think I'm going to have to go to the match review. So get your comments in as we're doing this. We'll probably clip this one out. So yeah, if you do want to get your views in on the actual match review, have we got a definitive answer on the second place? There. I'm not entirely sure. ITV is showing Denmark in second place there, despite the fact we're virtually in drawing of lots territory in terms of the qualification. Yeah. I think we are confirming Denmark in second. Right. Are you ready for this then, you lot? Let's go to the match review. Get your final thoughts in. Well, my goodness me, it was England 0, Slovenia 0. Call me naive, call me an idiot. I thought England played the first two games against Serbia and Denmark, really didn't play well against Denmark, and I thought, right, here we go. Third game, loads of criticism, not great in the game against Denmark at all. Let's get some improvement from England. And come on, 0-0 against Slovenia. It just was poor again, wasn't it, from England? Created precious little throughout the game. First half, really poor. The one change, Conor Gallagher came in. Lots of questions about the pressing of the England team. Did I see a big uptick in pressing, passing? The playing through the thirds, playing through midfield. Chance creation, no. Just a non-entity of a game from what's looking like a non-entity of a team here. I heard someone saying a lot, there's been a lot of talk, but someone said something quite wise, I can't remember who it was, that England don't sit back, but they don't press either. They're just neither. They're nothing. What is the pattern of play? Is it a counter-attack team? No. Possession team? Little bit, but not very good. Pressing team? No. Attacking team? No. Direct team? No. Crossing team? No. Fullbacks forward team? No. Playmaker team? No. Defend well and give it to your star player team? No. Lucky team? No. Set play team? No. What the hell are England? Dear oh me. What they are is they are qualified into the round of 16. And my God, we thought they were going to get Germany at one point. If Denmark could have just got themselves a goal in the other game against Serbia, then England maybe, I don't know, maybe that would have woken them up. We don't know who England are going to play. We'll find out in the round of 16. All depends on the third place qualifications. Could be Netherlands, though. What England have managed to do is avoid the half of the draw, which now has France, Portugal, Germany, and Spain in. But I hear you all saying, and I echo it, well, who cares? You're going to beat them? You're going to get to the final and beat one of those? Okay, they could do. They've got good players, England. Got to the final of the last Euros. But can anybody really see England, having played the way they've played in the groups, all of a sudden, or even gradually, improving their way through? 1, 2, 3, 4 games now. Round of 16, quarter, semi-final. Can you see England working their way into a position to take on, say, maybe Spain or Germany, who have been probably the most impressive teams in the tournament, in the final from the other half of the draw? Can you see them getting past Netherlands, if they get Netherlands, and then maybe Italy in a quarter-final? It'll be Italy or Switzerland, I think, in a quarter-final. Oh, man. Let me look at the numbers just to see if that makes my eye test. Look, England, 74% possession. I said, are they a possession team? Well, they had loads of the ball. They didn't do anything with it. Do they? Dear oh me. 4 shots on target. 0.87 on the XG. Scored a couple of goals, haven't they? England, let's not forget the goal in the Denmark game came from a mistake, didn't it? And the cross ricocheted. Oh dear. It's not good. It's not good. I never want to be one who jumps on the kind of negativity bandwagon, negativity train, what Rich was calling it at half-time in the watch-along. But how can you be positive when they're playing so poorly? I don't see how this improves, but I hope it does. There is the draw as it stands. Remember, we've got the final 2 groups tomorrow, Group E and F, where we find out maybe you're looking at Belgium and Portugal. Portugal are already through, so that we know where they're going to be. But where are Belgium going to land in the draw? And that group's bloody wild. But as I said, the draw has kind of opened up. But really, who cares? You got to see. It's all very well saying, okay, the door's wide open. If you're fumbling and tripping over your shoelaces every 2 seconds, then you're not going to walk through the door, let alone run through the door. What does Gareth Southgate do in the round of 16? I don't know. I really don't know. There's something psychological there, strategy, pattern of play. I don't see what he can change now, given the way the team is playing, the confidence, the perception. I don't see it. I really hope I'm wrong. I'd love to clip this out after we've just improved unimaginably in the round of 16 as we're going into the semi-finals or whatever on the back of 2 really good wins. I'd love to clip this out and say I was completely wrong. I just can't see it. I don't see where you change it now. The change today was Gallagher in. Gallagher got hooked at half-time and Mainu came in. Does that mean Mainu starts the next game? I guess he does. Wasn't Trent. It's not going to be Gallagher. Is it going to be Mainu? You just throw Adam Wharton in there? I don't know, man. I don't know. Anthony Gordon got on. Cole Palmer got on. Too late, really. Too late. Heads had gone. Game had gone. Confidence had gone by that point. So I don't know what changes. I was really confident that England could have a good tournament and at least punch their way, as in, play good football, beat the teams they were meant to beat, and then maybe, for once in this Southgate reign, England go against one of the better sides. If it was France, Southgate has always managed to, he lost to Italy and beat the Italians on the next go-round, didn't he? He learned his lessons, but yeah, I'm not feeling it. England 0, Slovenia 0. We will clip that out. Let's just have a look at some of the comments in the chat. You do know Ben, he won't change a thing. If he doesn't change a thing, John, I think we're going to get knocked out in either the round of 16 or the quarterfinals, and that'll be Southgate done. I think. Thanks for entertaining us through this snooze fest of a game there. You've got to beat the best of the hard side to win it. Yeah, of course. In the end, you've got to win a game against someone good. And I just think the only hope we've got is scoring from a set play and keeping a clean sheet or something at the moment. I just feel these players are better than that, don't we? Any more? Whoever we're playing in the knockouts, we need to pick up the work or we are going out. Very, very much so. Only 7 goals scored in Group C. England with the only positive goal difference, +1. Turgid, absolutely. The group of draws, 5 in 6 games. As I say, we'll clip that one out. Get your thoughts in the comments on a really, really bad group phase for England. They've gone unbeaten. They have not played well in the last game at all. Confidence is down. Let me know your thoughts going into the round of 16 on the Three Lions. Where do we go from here? There you go, guys. We'll put that out as the clip. Thank you so, so much for watching. It's been a painful one, hasn't it? Really poor from England again. Thank you for keeping it balanced. I think we're all pretty much unanimous in agreement that they're playing really badly in this tournament, and be interested to see what the lads on ITV are saying. So I'll go and tune into that. Thank you, Anne, Helen, Andrew, Marlon, Wenlock, Rathbringer. Thank you so, so much for your support. I know it's not fun watching the team playing so badly, but I do really enjoy hanging out with all of you guys, and that's something, I guess. So thank you for your support tonight. In fact, Anna has just dropped in another super chat to end. Thank you. Great work. Keep the faith. We'll try. Thank you for all your nice comments in here, lads and lasses, in the chat. You're really poor from England. Really disappointing. Fingers crossed it can be better, but yeah, not great. And yeah, as Craig is just asking, we'll try and go live at 9 in the morning. I'll try and figure out. I've got to deal with Enid in the morning, bless her, and we'll sort something out. Thank you for watching. England 0, Slovenia 0. In the words of my great colleague on the Blue Monday podcast, David O, I'm going to move back and say, crap! Not great, England. See you soon.